Hello, my angels and devils, and all who may wander here. This is Amanda Christina. This is Amanda Christina. This is Heavenly Imaginings. I have zero makeup on, no airbrushing, just me. And I want to talk to you about body positivity because Chris Villain, and I'm going to link that video below, Chris Villain and Dre, with his friend Ronayne, did an amazing video talking about body positivity. Now, here is the thing. Yes, it started out as a plus size movement, but the very heart of body positivity, everybody is beautiful. Everybody has a right to exist in their body without judgment, without fear of recriminations for what they look like, ability, etc., etc. That is the heart of I just did a video on mental illness. That is the heart of body positivity. So let's talk about that, because I'm a plus size person. So I kind of knew about body positivity before it became a buzzword, before it became a bigger thing on the internet. And I always associated it with plus size stuff because that's the media perception. However, I would never, ever, ever disparage someone who is thinner than me or different body type to me saying that they are body positive, because we all have our own journey. We all have our own journey to self-acceptance, and that is the big thing. Chris Villain talks about his body dysmorphia and his feeling like he didn't look like the buff guy that you see all over the internet, and he posted 3 photos of him in various lighting and poses, one which accentuated his abs and and the rest, that gradually showed just his average body. And the reason he did that was because he is gaining confidence in himself, and he never ever wants to make someone feel about themselves the way he felt looking at people he looked up to. And that is, I'm just going to say it, that's ballsy and that's courageous, especially someone who is considered an influencer. If you don't know what an influencer is, it is someone on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter who has a decent following of people and is considered someone who can influence those people to either, to buy stuff, or just who has a following of people. Like Chris makes occasionally really good music videos. He does, he's an amazing guy, like just amazing guy. And the thing is that got me with this is because Dre piped up, and Dre is considered plus size. In my world, I don't think Dre should be considered plus size. I really have an issue with the fact that what was seen when I was growing up as an average body type is now considered plus size, because I think it's ridiculous. But that's a whole other subject for a whole other day. So body positivity at its heart is about embracing everybody, allowing everybody to have the freedom to be themselves, to not have to, and it's not about the freedom to be yourself while you infringe other people's rights. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about to exist in our own bodies. As a plus size person, I get lectured on what I eat. I cannot be out in public eating, say, a McDonald's hamburger, even if it's the first time I've eaten it for 3 years, because someone will lecture me or someone will walk past making snide comments. Being a fat person in today's society is a radical act of rebellion. It doesn't mean we're doing it to rebel, but it is seen by society as, fat people are drains on society, we're drains on medical resources and things like this. Here is the thing. Doctors put everything down to you being overweight. Absolutely everything. So even if there is a root cause to you being overweight, or if there's something shifted and your health has gone downhill, it goes automatically to you being fat. So they stop looking at the fat. They stop looking beyond that, and you have to fight so hard and advocate so hard to get doctors to see beyond that. It is an uphill battle, and I know plenty of people who have that battle, who, there's a meme that goes around, or like a little comic strip, and it's a guy with like I think it's like an arrow in his chest, or like a sword stuck through him, and the doctors, and he's fat, and it's like, oh no, you're fat, just lose some weight, it'll be fine. And that is honestly a lot of times what happens. And that dismissive culture, when it comes to that, leads to a lot of health problems for fat people, because we're not getting treated when we should be. there's a whole lot of issues that come with that. And I'm not saying being fat is healthy. There are people who are big and healthy. That is just, that happens. I know that people don't believe it, but it does. There are people who are fit and unhealthy. There are people who do nothing but eat all day. There are people who don't eat at all, or who skip meals. I skip a lot of meals because I either forget to eat, or my sleeping patterns are so wiggy, or I don't have the spoons to worry about food. So there is a wide spectrum of people, and for me, I can't sit there and dismiss somebody else's experience. What I can say is, though, yes, thin privilege exists, but in body positivity, it is not about your body size. It is about everybody having the right to exist in their body and to be found beautiful and attractive in the body they are in. And that is what Chris and Dre talked about a lot, which is why I want to link it below, because it is so powerful. It needs to be said. So here it is. Body positivity is for everybody. It is not just for fat. It is not just for thin. It is not just for supersized or super skinny. It is for everybody in the spectrum of sizes, body types, body heights, disabilities, everything. It is about our right to be seen as a beautiful human being, inside and out. And some people who are into body positivity are not going to be the nicest people, because you get those kinds of people everywhere. But that at the heart is what it is. So I wanted to have a little chat about body positivity. I haven't really done any BBW plus size kind of topics since I did one before I went to the wedding, and I will talk to you all soon. So let me know what you think below. Do you agree with that body positivity is for everybody, or do you think it should be an exclusively plus size thing? I know people who are on both sides of the fence, so I'm really curious. I'm of the belief that everybody has a right to learn to live, love, and respect their own body, and that our journeys are all different. We all come to it in different ways, but body positivity has been a huge part of that for me and for many other people. And I think that's so important, to embrace that we are all different. We all have different levels. I've known people with body dysmorphia. There's two people I admire who have body dysmorphia, and it took me completely by surprise when they actually started speaking up about it, because you don't know. To look at people, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what's in their heads. You honestly do not know what is happening for them. So I just thought it was a really interesting topic to talk about. I've babbled about this because I am very passionate about people being able to love the skin they're in, and I'm going to leave it here. Remember, body positivity, everybody is beautiful. Everybody is beautiful. I'll talk to you soon, my angels and devils. And as always, you are incredible. You are amazing. And yes, you truly do matter. Bye all.